Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 16 of season 3, and by extension, episode 17. It's a two-parter. And, I'm having trouble with this review for numerous reasons now. Man, this one's getting crazy. So I'm gonna leave it really simple. I don't like this episode. The summary of this episode, that is spoiler-free, is they go on an adventure to change something that has nothing to do with the main story because of some ephemeral thing that they don't really explain well. Yes, that's accurate. And the end result is when they finished the adventure, they get back home and nothing has changed, and that's a good thing. Yeah. I just summarized the entire episode perfectly. Boom. And the mind-bending logic that they use to explain this adventure is mind-bending. Wow. I love this show. And I've always had a problem with the way the show goes in season 4 and season 5. 4 is not as bad. I do not remember season 5 fondly. And if people hate me for it, I'm sorry, but I'll watch it again here in just a bit. I'll probably have watched it already by the time this comes alive. But this episode, I get the feeling like they were trying to improvise something because they changed the captain and the transition from season 1 to season 2, and I don't know if that was really the intent, but they do. And it's for the better. And I get the feeling that they had to alter this story to make things work better. And I think that's an accurate statement. I can't say for certain because, I'm not involved in the making of this thing, yes. But, I just sit here and I'm looking at it, and every time I look at this episode, I think, why? Seriously, why? There's no reason, there's no rationality, there's no nothing. It's just ridiculous. And I want to be nice, but I can't do spoilers. Now that I've gone on to this rant, you probably want to watch the episode, okay? I really don't think I will ever watch this episode again. I just watched it recently, and I used to love this episode, but all I see is them taking the show in a direction that breaks some of the concepts that I think they worked really hard to set up. And as they break those concepts, it basically gives the story room to lose that cohesion, that very solid, very well developed, very streamlined story that we are presented with at the beginning. Because the show starts off with a fantastic story. It is beautiful. It is really good. And it ends, and I would call it good, but not really good. Season 1 is bad, don't get me wrong, but the story is really good in season 1, so, bear with it. It's the first season, very different kind of style of production from what was done in that day, yada yada. There's tons of reasons for that. I don't see a reason to justify that. But from this point to the end of the show, I feel like they kind of lost focus. I feel like it kind of gets fuzzy. I love the final episode, if I remember right. I'm going to watch it again. I did not like the last season. I don't even really remember the last season. And I do remember I don't feel like they took it the direction they think they should have, because of events that are happening very shortly. Not in this episode, but in ones to come, like in 3, 4, 5, and we'll say 10 episodes. Yeah. Anyway, this episode basically establishes all these things that just trash what I consider to be a work of art. And I don't think it really trashes it, but I get the feeling like this is that, the crack in that beautiful, beautiful design they had. And from here, everything just starts crumbling and falling apart. Yeah, this review is really not a happy review. You guys have a good one, all right?